Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Ashley and I am so blessed to help heal everyone who comes across this video. On this beautiful day, I feel spring coming, right? Spring equinox will be here on March 20th and I'm so excited. Shout out to my baby sister Randy May, who's in New Mexico right now. Her birthday is March 20th. That's the reason why I brought her up. So I just wanted to move forward. I wanted to start off this video just by giving so much love and gratitude to you all who have supported my channel, who have watched every single video, who has kept up with my Instagram, which is, you can follow my blessed to heal. That's blessed the number 2 and then heal on Instagram, or my personal page, which is Sukita 1115. I'll have my link tree in the description box below, so if you want to go ahead and follow my other pages, be sure to go ahead and do that. I really try to just post up videos of my daily routines. That way you guys could see what my healing process has been like. And with COVID over the past year, it's actually been a year this month that I've been home because of COVID, which actually changed my life in a good way, because I was able to find myself within and begin my process of my beautiful life journey and understand the process of the beautiful life journey that I have been blessed to receive as every new day is given to me for the last 32 years. So thank you, God. And I'm just loving this sun. I'm loving this clear day. Look at how beautiful the sun and the sky looks around me. So I'm just, in the summertime, as I started with my spiritual journey, and I realized that I was having a spiritual awakening. I used to really come outside and spend a lot of time outside towards the end of the summer, and I loved it so much, and I was so sad that the summer had left, but the winter has been beautiful. So I'm just enjoying the transition as we go from the winter solstice into the spring equinox. And I'm so grateful and I'm so blessed to experience it with you guys. So thank you for joining me on my journey. And thank you for allowing me to heal you while you are on your journey as well. So I just wanted to start off today with my daily prayer. Oh, look, the book opened up to March 20th. What a coincidence. Today is March 11th, 2021, Thursday. So welcome and thank you again for joining me. So March 11th, it says, your heart's desire. Make God the utmost delight and pleasure of your life, and He will provide for you what you desire the most. And that's Psalms 37:4. It said, what did you want more than anything else in the world when you were little? Maybe having a pony or being a princess or a prince were the most delightful things you could imagine back then. What do you yearn for now? And how different are your adult dreams? We've all heard that God loves to answer our prayers and to grant us our desires. Should we expect Him then to give us whatever we want? Study the verse above. Notice in particular the first part. When we make God the utmost delight of our life, He gives us the desire of our heart. If we delight in financial success, washboard abs, or highly accomplished children, we make no promises. This does not mean we are wrong for wanting these, just that God isn't necessarily invested in making them happy for us. And the prayer that is on this particular day is, God, help me to make you the utmost delight and pleasure in my life. I want my desires to be your desires. I want my heart to feel your heart. And I love that because we are all connected to God. We are all one. Doesn't matter your race, your sex, your religion. We are all one. We are all our own soul. And one thing that we all have in common is that we are all connected to God. So what we truly desire in our hearts and in our soul is exactly what we could expect from God, because not only does it come with feeling and prayer and want and desire, but it also comes with the work and effort that we're able to put into ourselves, into our wants, our desires, and our needs. And then at the same time believing that God is going to grant us the abundance that's rightfully ours and that we desire and that we seek. It's really up to us to actually put one foot in front of the other and make sure that we're doing everything that we most possibly can to fulfill our own desires and our own needs, and not have to worry about fulfilling anyone else's around us's desire, because ultimately it's not about anyone else around us. It's about what you desire within your heart and soul, and how you can ultimately make yourself the happiest being in this lifetime, because you can't possibly make anyone else happy unless you're making yourself happy first. And I've mentioned that in a couple of my videos in the past. And that goes with loving yourself. That goes with feeding yourselves the food and nutrition that you would want to make yourself have more energy, right? So that actually goes to say, on something that's really been weighing on my mind. When I came into this video for the past couple weeks, I actually wanted to come on and record about this particular topic that I had been finding myself facing, right? Because when we face our challenges on a daily basis, I'm putting some more frankincense on the burner to help bring some positive energies and just raise up the beautiful energies around me from being outside. But what I was saying was, one thing that I really wanted to come on here and talk about was the topic of projection. And you know, projection at times can really stop us from doing the most we can and being the best people that we can be. And what I mean by projection is, instead of projection, let's use the word opinion, right? A lot of people can have opinions about who you are, what you choose to do, who you love, what your hobbies and interests can be, the music you listen to, the clothes you wear, anything, right? Anyone's personal opinion about you and who you are can really affect you, and it can really slow you down, and it can really stop you from being the best person that you could be for good reason, right? Because then when you find yourself going against the odds of yourself, if you like to ride a bike for an hour and a half a day, or if you like to watch movies, scary movies for fun, or if you like to spend your savings every year on vacationing, whatever it is, if you're dating someone who people don't agree with you dating, if you are dressing in a way or acting a way on social media that people are against, that is opinions of others, right? So what's necessary is for us, when receiving those opinions, those comments, suggestions, whatever it is that may come our way at that moment, it's important for us every day as they come to really take them in, absorb them, feel them, understand them, and recognize it as a projection. We are all mirrored images for whatever it is that we keep around us. So how is this person, this place, this thing, this opportunity, whatever it is, how is it a projection of myself? And what do I disagree about that? Now put your own opinions, because now and then you start putting opinions on other people too, right? Because often at times people have an opinion and then we get caught up in our ego and we go and we start, either we could get super defensive and emotional, and you can't have a what is the saying that that I love on one of the channels on YouTube that I love watching is Born Without Boundaries. Michelle, she's absolutely amazing. And she said the other day, you cannot have an intellectual conversation with an emotional person. And don't get me wrong, I'm a Scorpio sun, I'm a Cancer rising, I'm a Pisces south node, and I'm an Aquarius moon. So my emotions run so deep within me, and then I often hold them in because as an Aquarius moon, I am a emotion barrier. So I take all those water emotions and personality traits within myself, and I often at times hold them in. And what that does is it allows my ego to get in the way of my true desires. Oh my gosh, I can't do this because so-and-so is going to feel this way. Or what are people going to think? Or, you got to eliminate that. You got to eliminate that. You got to remove it from your life. And you have to really take a good look at yourself in any situation or any circumstances. Let's just say, for example, you are in a relationship and you feel like the partner that you were with, or a friendship, or even family, or a job, whatever situation, and someone that you held dear to you felt as though you were not loyal to them, or you backstabbed them, right? That's how you feel. That's how you feel based off of the opinion of someone else. So that feeling that you have within, you really need to check yourself. And you need to feel like, what is it about me that's making me feel like that the next person is not being loyal? What is it about me that's making me feel like the next person is being a backstabber? What is it about me that's making me feel like the next person isn't capable of loving, or whatever it is that is going on about that circumstance? What is it about you internally that you're fearing? Because a lot of the times we get caught up in our box. We get caught up in our comfort zone of pleasing others when we really don't have the desire to even please ourselves. Because if we were worried about pleasing ourselves, then we wouldn't even get emotional over what someone else had done to us. Emotions come naturally. We're all human. One thing that I've actually said so many times this week, and it's coming to my mind again, of course, was we are not, my life really took a turn when I realized we are not humans having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We're here for a reason. We're here for a purpose. We're here to ascend and grow, connect with God, ground ourselves within nature, embrace the world and what we have in the moment, and realize that we can transmute all the energies around us to something greater. That emotion that you feel within you about that person making you feel like they were disloyal, they didn't love me enough, they were backstabbing me, they deceived me, they did me wrong. That emotion that you feel within you is only going to hold you back. Take that emotion, take it, and transmute it into the ultimate power of yourself. If you realize, everybody has had traumatic moments in their lives. I know myself, I have had a lot of moments in my life that were very traumatic for me, that were life learning, and I grew from them, and I didn't even realize how much I grew and ascended in my life as going through these traumas. But it's really important for us to realize, how have you had a traumatic moment in your life in the past, and how were you able to overcome that? How were you able to really take that and say, okay, let me snap out of this energy because it's time for me to grow. It's time for me to do something better with my life, within myself, right? That's usually what happens. Usually shit's got to hit the fan, or somebody's got to hit rock bottom in order to overcome that one thing. Can you imagine if we were to take every single feeling and emotion that we had in our lives that were negative and transmute it into something positive? What greatness could actually come from that? You know, it's so many things that happen on a daily basis. Everybody has things going on within their lives. You never know what anybody just went through 5 minutes before you interacting with them and your energy met their energy. You never know. So you must be prepared to be faced with different walks of life, different beings, on a daily basis, and you must be able to not worry about how anybody else is going to be, but really worry about how you react and how you take those emotions and you transmute them into something beautiful and into something greater. That way you can, as I like to say, especially since my name is Ashley, you must take that burning, fiery emotion and that feeling that you have and really rise from the ashes like the phoenix and ascend into something beautiful, into something powerful. Feel those emotions. That is your power. That is your superpower that's going to make you grow into something being so dynamite and so fantastic and so amazing. And I don't say, like I said, I don't say this as some bubbly unicorn. I say this from my heart and soul because I have been, you say, dragged through the dirt, but as I had to really understand why it was necessary for me to be dragged in the dirt. Because I wouldn't even be having this conversation with whoever comes across this video and whoever's going to receive this message as something beautiful to help them grow and heal within. And that's why I'm a healer, because as I inspire others through my words of wisdom and through my words of learning and knowledge, I expect nothing. Having no expectations, just absolutely being my greater self and understanding that whoever is willing to grow within and overcome whatever battles that they're overcoming at that time, that they can absolutely believe and feel that something great is going to come into their life. Because a lot of times these lessons that we learn ultimately is the ultimate lesson of letting go. It's like cleaning out your closet. You have to be able, in order to get new things, you have to make room for it. Right? The same thing is with your blessings. Clear out your spiritual closet. Clear out all those negative naysayers and all those negative Nancys and all those negative Karens who are in the way of your greatness coming to you. You're on a path. And those things that you are not clearing out of the closet is just the mountain that is in your way. God doesn't want us to climb that mountain. God wants us to push that mountain, break that mountain down, and make sure that we can ascend to our greater selves and be the ultimate beings that He truly knows we are capable, and we truly know we are capable of being, because that's who we've been desiring to become since we were young children, when we had no blockages of these emotional battles, fears, and traumas that we've been through throughout our lives, that have brought us to this very moment as we're here talking to one another. So with that being said, I just want to, it really came from my heart, so I just want to move that energy. And ultimately, and I say, don't hold yourself back. Do not hold yourself back. So that's projection, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about that, and it's been on my mind heavy, and I'm glad to have gotten it out. So with that being said, I want to just pull a couple of cards for you for the energies around us. So today the color of the day is green, and green is your heart chakra. It is the middle of your chest, and it is all around love and forgiveness and compassion, self-esteem. It's an air element, and it's the individualized soul of the emotion of love. And I must say, the moon is in Aquarius today. It was in Aquarius this morning, and it moved into Gemini at 9:44 a.m. Let me make sure that I am correct, that's Gemini. Do I know I'm wrong? It's not in Gemini. Oh my God, Gemini. The moon actually went into Pisces. So the moon moved from, I got my little handy book here. The moon moved from Aquarius into Pisces. So let's talk about it, right? Because right now we are in a Pisces sun. We're in Pisces season, and the moon it moved from Aquarius into Pisces. Excuse me. Blessings. Okay. So I'm just going to hold on to it. Excuse me. Whew. Okay, I got it out. Hold on to a couple of my stones with that energy. Usually when my nose gets itchy, that means I'm on the right path. So here we go. So the moon it went from Aquarius into Pisces. I have my moon in Aquarius, so I can speak on this a little bit. When the moon is in Aquarius, so the moon represents our emotions, and Aquarius they're the water bearers. They're not a water sign. It's actually an air element. So air represents communication. Air represents being able to really loosen up your throat chakra and be open when it comes to communication. But oftentimes those communications don't involve emotions. Moving into Pisces though, Pisces is absolutely different. Pisces is your intuitive abilities. Pisces is your inner deeper knowings, and it's actually very, very, very emotional, Pisces, and they're very deep. So being in a Pisces sun, water sun sign right now, and at the same time a moon water sign, Pisces, you may feel very emotional. You may feel overly protective of your emotions, especially moving from that Aquarius energy. You may not being able to, when the moon was in Aquarius, not being able to share your emotions or express your deep emotions. You absolutely probably right now having the urge to want to release the emotional blockages at this time that you've been experiencing. Not to mention that it's going to be a new moon on March 13th, so you probably won't be able to see the moon tomorrow or on Saturday. But understanding that new moons represent new beginnings, right? So full moons usually release energies, you release those negativities. But with new moons, you embrace the new. You really set those intentions, and you set those beautiful manifestations, and you really set you wish on your heart's desires through new moons, because through those energy shifting, that's where you really are able to bring in your true abundance that you're worthy of. And I must say, a lot of people are naysayers about the moon energies, but what I like to say in response to that was, the moon is so powerful and strong. It actually creates the waves as it rotates, as it circles around the earth, planet earth. The vibrational waves that are moved through the moon and earth, circling or rotating around each other, they create the waves in the ocean. I don't know the exact percentage of water that our bodies are made of. Maybe 90%, 95%, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But I do know that it's common sense to understand that if the moon is powerful enough to create the waves that we've all experienced at any beach that we've been to, on any body of water that we've been in front of while it was a windy day, or especially a beautiful wavy ocean day, at any bay or shore, imagine what the energies of the moon and those energetic fields could actually do to you internally, and the water that it bears within your body, the blood that flows throughout your veins. Imagine what the moon is doing to you, the same way as creating those waves in the ocean. Imagine what it's doing to you internally, and really understand it's not a game, okay? It's not a game. This is something that we really didn't pay attention to for years. And being that we have moved into the age of Aquarius, this next generation, I could already see it. My girl Dolly, her beautiful daughter Alize, she is an 8th grader, and she already is understanding, and as a preteen, understanding the beauty behind the planet.